In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 5 streams of income as a multi-six-figure, soon-to-be 7-figure, 23-year-old business owner and property investor. So my first stream of income that I'm going to share with you guys is my coaching business. So I grew up working in the fitness industry, so I've been building my coaching business for over a decade now. You can go check out my coaching business, which I'll link here. So for me, that is my main source of income. That's where I generate consistent income every single week. I work very much so in the business. I have a lot of clients. I have a team of coaches underneath myself as well. So for me, my personal training business is my first stream of income. My second stream of income is actually stocks. So I've been investing in stocks for quite a few years now. And basically the stocks that I invest into are pretty much all ETFs. They pay me a dividend. However, I could cash that out, or I could just choose to reinvest the dividends straight back into my portfolio, which is exactly what I do. I don't take any money from my stocks. It's just there generating in the background. It's only a small amount that gets deducted every single week from my own personal account. And for me, that's just something that I keep in the long term. Obviously, it does technically bring in income, but I'm smart with my money. I choose to reinvest. It's so important, especially if you want to build wealth long term. So for myself, investing in stocks is something I did a few years ago. I am young, however, I wish I did it even younger, but I'm very thankful that I did start when I did. I'm very happy that I have been doing it. It's obviously grown a lot since. So for me, that's just something I have in the background that just continues to grow over time. If you're not already investing in stocks, I highly recommend it. Speak to someone. If you're not familiar with stocks or that side of investing, please, there are experts in the industry. Just like with anything that we're unsure of, hire an expert. That's what I've done, and it's been the best thing that I ever did. Outsource areas that you don't know. They're experts for a reason in the industry. Obviously, just go to someone that you can trust. So that's my second stream of income, is investing in stocks. Like I said, it's a very long-term thing for me, and it's not something that I plan on touching for a very, very long time. My third stream of income is property. So I do invest into property as well. So of course you build on the equity with that over time, as well as I rent. I do something called rent vesting, which is basically where you rent where you live, but your properties that you do own, you rent those out elsewhere. So they obviously will cover my mortgage. However, we also do want to be smart with that. Once again, having experts in your team is really important, because what we actually do want to do is slightly negatively gear it, so come tax time it works out really well for you, but of course it's all ultimately being back towards yourself anyway. So for myself, that's just another stream of income, is obviously my tenants paying myself rent every single week or fortnight or month, depending what the setup is for them. So that's just another thing that I do kind of in the background. Obviously, it's not something that I necessarily take a profit to every single week, because obviously that money just goes back straight into the property itself, but it's all building that wealth ultimately. So my fourth stream of income is pole. So that's just very much a hobby thing for me. However, I have monetized it, because apparently one of my favorite things to do is just monetizing everything I do. It's very much a hobby of mine. So I have monetized this a little hobby of mine, which is just pole dancing. I teach pole, I run workshops. I also do private sessions for clients as well. So doing like Zoom or one-on-one like workshops, or doing one-on-one private lessons, for example. So that's just another little stream of income that I do, is just basically teaching pole, which is a hobby that I've been doing for basically over 7 years now. So I figure I'm a personal trainer, I know how to coach, and pole dancing just kind of makes sense. It's a little hobby for me. Plus I can also take on like pole specific online clients as well, who want to improve their nutrition and training and tricks as well from the online side of things. So I also do that as well. And my fifth stream of income is business coaching and PT mentoring. So for those who don't know, I do offer business coaching and PT mentoring. So basically my main niche that I work with is other personal trainers. I do work with other coaches and service providers as well. So I've worked with like life coaches, mindset coaches, physios, anything along those lines I've worked with as well. I've ran multiple businesses myself in the past outside of just fitness as well. So growing business itself is something I'm extremely passionate about. It's not just fitness for me, it's very much just like business as a whole. I know how to build and scale and grow a business and nurture clients and give them a good service. So how I help my clients there, for example, is we look at the front end, back end, and what I like to call like the mid end side of things. So we look at the business as a whole, what service they provide their clients and how they're providing that to ensure that they're being able to keep their clients, because it's one thing being able to bring clients in the door, but it's another thing to be able to keep them and have that good client retention. And all my clients who have ever worked with me, they all stay on with me for a very long time. I still have clients now that I started coaching when I was 15 and a new personal trainer in the gym. So my client retention is incredible, and that's something I pride myself on, and that's something I help other service providers as well. So that's my 5th stream of income, is basically helping other people do what I do. If there's any of these streams of income that you guys want me to elaborate more on and do another further video on, definitely let me know below, and I would be so happy to do another video on them, explaining more about them in depth, how they work, why they work, what I do exactly, and how I got to this point. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.